All right, today we're going to talk about my favorite passive income strategy with crypto. And what if I told you it's something where you don't have to worry about a rug pull, you don't have to worry about getting scammed, you don't even have to worry about being very good technically with computers and charts and stuff like that. So let's get into it right now. All right, folks, welcome to Beach Office 365, where I bring you the latest and greatest in crypto, DeFi, and passive income. Now, I know I'm usually covering DeFi protocols, node projects, and of course, Drip Network, but today I'm going to do something a little different because I wanted to show you guys something that has been amazing successful for me when I first learned about this and when I started implementing this. Now, as I've said before, I have a little bit of a background in trading in the stock market. I got into it back in 2013, learned how to swing trade and experienced the highs and lows of doing that. Then started day trading, even day trading options, got wrecked day trading options, but I learned a ton in the process. It wasn't till later that I started learning how to sell options and sell option spreads, which is a much more passive way, in my opinion, of making money in the stock market. So basically, if you're selling options, for those that don't know, instead of trying to buy at an entry point, right, wait for it to go up if you're going long, right? So this is the Bitcoin chart, 4 hours. So with swing trading, you're buying a position and you're picking a direction, whether it's long or short, and you're waiting for it to go in that direction and then find the right exit point to sell. And you can make a lot of money and it's extremely stressful. When you sell options, what you're doing is, in short, and there's a lot of different strategies with selling options and there's different spreads, but there's a way of selling something like let's say right here. And as long as the price doesn't go below that or above that, depending on which way you're setting your option. And then there's even strategy where you're setting basically, a range where as long as the price stays within that range, you make money. Okay. So it's a little bit less glued to the computer all day, every day, and a little bit more passive. And that's why I really, love selling options. I still do a little bit of that, but I have in the last year really gotten way more interested in cryptocurrencies and DeFi and, ways to generate passive income through cryptocurrency. When I say passive income, by the way, I'm not referring to buying something, holding it, and getting the price appreciation over time, which can be considered passive. I'm talking about cash flow, okay? Money that's going into your pocket around the clock. So what I'm doing is bot trading, okay? And when I first heard about this, I was kind of blown away, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. So this is a way that I'm literally doing nothing and I'm making money. And I mean making money around the clock. So bot trading is where you're setting up these auto bots to cast a grid of buy and sell orders on a particular cryptocurrency that you have. And as the price kind of goes up and down and fluctuates, you're buying and it's automatically buying and selling the crypto for you, generating small little profits over time. But it's doing it with crypto 24/7. That's right. So around the clock, 24/7. This is one of the bots that I have going. And let's see. So I've really just this is on a 5-minute chart. So basically all these little circles here are representing buys and sells that are happening automatically that the bots do for you once you set it up in the beginning. And the lines represent buy and sell orders. Kind of just zoom in a little bit so you kind of can see, right? Okay. So this is where it's at right now. Now this is live happening. When it goes up and it hits this red line, okay, that is a sell order. And the red circle would represent sell, which also means money in my pocket, right? When it comes down and hits the green line, it buys. And this grid here, it shifts. So every time it's selling, I'm getting, I think roughly with this one, about 35 cents. You're getting change that's just spitting out like a vending machine. I don't have to do anything. There's nothing I have to do. I set up the grid and then that's it. I can look at the price, if I want, but I really don't have to do any work. And in fact, it's better to do less when you're doing this, because in the beginning I was getting in there and trying to change things and move things around. And what I found is I was losing out on money. Whereas if I just let it go and let it do its thing, I would make more. So I just started doing nothing basically. And this is where the positions that I have. Now, I had shut down a bunch of bots about a month or two ago, and I recently just got back into doing it. So let me show you what this kind of looks like here. Basically, like the NEAR protocol, or NEAR, I should say. Now, I like NEAR. I think it's got some potential. So I put on a bot with this. And in the last, so 1 day and 2 hours, it's made $16, right? And that is in my pocket. That is not money that I have to, once I close this, I would receive. Like, it's already getting spit back into your account. Pretty amazing, right? Okay, so another big one I jumped on was Ape. And this one's one of my better producing bots. Okay, so I put that in 6 days ago. It's made me $145. Okay, and that's, I would say that this one I probably have been watching the price a little bit just because it is a new crypto and it's pretty volatile. All right, so let me show you what this stuff means. So looking at Ape, and this is the pairing. So I have Ape paired against USDT. Okay, I put 4,000 into this one, and it's actually gone up. So this change represents the appreciation of Ape. Okay. This represents bot profit. It is not connected to this. It's its own thing. Okay. So $145 has gone into my pocket already. I don't have to do anything to claim this. It's already there. I can withdraw it from my crypto wallet and go spend it on whatever I want. So $145. So this is making me 0.6% per day doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. I put this on, check the price here and there, but it just does its thing. Vulcan Forge, which is a metaverse game, which I paired against USDT. I put 5,000 in, and it is down 1.53%, but I've made $87 from it. Right? And I use KuCoin for a lot of this stuff, right? So like Luna, going long on Luna, I put in 3,500. I mean, this is one of my better performance. It's up 2.7%. I've made $263 off of just the 3,500, I think, or I thought it was 3,000. I got to double check my papers, but that's making me 1.5% a day. And I've done nothing. I've just set up the bot and I've done nothing. We come up here, the sum bot profit, this number represents what has gone into my pocket since starting the bot. So since starting 6 days ago, 6 days and 2 hours ago, I've made almost $1,000. So going sideways in the market, making $1,000 for not really doing a whole lot, it's pretty good. The sum total P&L. So what this represents is basically a realized loss or a realized gain. So if I were to sell any of this, okay, right? Or if I were to sell all of this, I should say, if I were to sell all of this, that's how much total P&L I would have, right? But I'm not planning to sell this, right? I want to keep this going. Now I may close this one. The Shiba hasn't really been doing a whole lot. Yeah, I got I got $54, but I just look, I'm barely making 10 point, 0.1%. Like, to me, this is not doing what I want it to do. Keeping it going. These are my little assets. They are producing me money. I've had them in, the longest one I've had in is 6 days and 3 hours. The shortest one is 1 day and 3 hours. And out of these, I've made $1,000. Now, just going back real quick, something to consider. What I really love about this is if we were to go to the chart. So this is DYOR, which is a crypto coin that I think's got some potential, right? So it's not really doing a whole lot. This is on the 5 minute. Okay, let me hit the 4 hour. Here we go. This is a little bit better. All right, so this is my grid that I have on it, right? And so if it's sort of staying around in these areas, it's just going to be buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. If it goes up, that's great, because there's a feature where you can, it's called trailing up, where the grid will automatically start going up with the price, and it starts subtracting from the bottom, so it moves with it. Okay. Now, what's cool about this and why you literally, I mean, it can be to a point where you don't lose really any money if you think about what realized losses are. So with something like DYOR and with this strategy, you can set up grids on cryptos that you want to own. Okay. And so basically, if this, let's use this little brush here. If this were to start going like this, and then it falls out of my grid, and then kind of finds its floor. Okay. So it's down. Basically what happens once it's past the grid here, you've basically just dollar cost averaged the entire way down. And now you own the DYOR token fully. Now you're right. You're not making money on it. You're down, off of your initial entry point. So you are in the red, but it was something you were going to hold anyway, right? If you had just bought in it here, like a regular buy, thinking I'm going to hold this for a couple of years because I believe in it, right? You would be in the red anyway. It's not realized loss. It's unrealized because you haven't sold it. So when you use bots, you can basically open up a position on a crypto you want to hold, but you can make money while you're holding it, and you still have the exposure to the upside, and you're making money when it's on the downside. And then if it goes out of range, you basically are just holding it, and you can keep this on, and eventually it'll start, going back up, and it'll start the process again. I mean, that's how this happens. Minimizing your risk, getting to make passive money while you're holding your favorite crypto coins. And again, I mean, when I found out this, it sort of reminded me a little bit about, how I sell options, where I'm really just kind of wanting something to stay within a certain range and make money that way. It's a lot less stress and pressure than day trading and swing trading, that's for sure. And again, you can put it on your favorite cryptos that if should the price fall, you would just end up holding the crypto. If the price were to just fall, you would end up holding a crypto coin that you wanted to hold anyway. So listen, I have another presentation I want to do on this. There's so much to unpack. And if you guys like this and you're getting something from it, please hit the like button, subscribe, but I also leave a comment, because if no one really cares about this, or if you're not interested in any of this, let me know, because then I'm not gonna, make a bunch of videos on it. So let me know what you think. I hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.